2, 1, and yes, here we are live. Good morning, friends. How are you? So I hope you are enjoying your Bangalore rains and other areas. I do not know how the situation is, but here in Bangalore it is continuously raining, and yesterday, because of which in our area there is a power loss, continuous power loss, because of which I could not make a class yesterday. So friends, today we will continue with whatever we have been discussing earlier. Okay, so earlier, friends, in the previous class we have started with our new chapter, okay, on sentence types. Chapter number 2, sentence types, we have started, and in which we thought like we are getting back to our school, in which we started with grammar. In our grammar we understood what is meant by syntax. Syntax is all about, well, formation of sentences we have discussed, and next we discussed about morphology. Morphology means what? If at all you are trying to tell something in the form of things or a particular form or shape or structure, we call it as morphology. And then semantics is all about what? Logical connected meaning and all. In that we have two types of semantics. One is logical semantics and the second one will be lexical semantics. Logical semantics means which will create a sense and reference in your mind. Lexical analysis means concerned with the analysis of word meanings, the way you form the words, the way you connect the words. That's called lexical semantics. We have already discussed that with examples in my previous class. And next, phonology means what? The way we speak. Okay, the way we speak, the sound, speech, sounds. Okay, we call it as phonology, the way we speak. And pragmatics is all about what? Language in which with the language in use, which language we are using. Are we using English, Hindi, or combination of all these things? English we have discussed already. Okay, English, combination of Hindi and English. Sometimes all these things will be part of our grammar. 5 parts will be there as a part of grammar, which we have already discussed. Most important thing we are going to discuss is about what is meant by phrase, what is meant by clause, what is meant by sentence, the important area of this particular chapter. Correct, ma? So what all areas we have already discussed, friends? We have discussed phrase. Phrase means what? A group of words that makes a sense but not complete sense. We call it as phrase. Means what? We are using something, some words which we will call those group of words as phrase. But that phrase will not convey the meaning. That phrase itself will not convey the meaning of the entire sentence. Correct, ma? That's what we have already discussed. Now, for examples, you have already seen in the north. In the north is it's a word but doesn't convey any meaning to anybody. If at all I say in the north, in yellow dress, 5 o'clock, doesn't convey any meanings. But what is meant by clause, my dear friends? Clause is something, it's just an advancement. In this advancement, what will happen? You will have a subject, you will have a predicate, okay, and clause can make complete sense. Phrase will not make complete sense, but a clause will make a complete sense. Understand? For example, you see, for example, I am going in the north, for example, or the flight is going in the north. The flight becomes our subject and in the north becomes our predicate. So when the subject and the predicate both are combined together, we call it as clause, and clause can give you complete sentence. And those clause also can be divided into two types: main or independent clause and dependent clause. Already discussed this point very well in the previous class, friends. Okay, independent clause, dependent clause. Independent clause means what? You don't require anything else to support your sentence. You don't require anything else. It is like self-explanatory. That sentence itself will actually explain you each and everything in relation to subject, in relation to the predicate, everything it will explain. But dependent means what, my dear friends? You will have to, you need a particular reference again. It will depend on something. It means, for example, I am talking about some object, okay, that is very beautiful. I loved it so much. The price is very less. Okay, comparatively it is very less. I got it in an offer. Okay, bhai, what did you get? I got a phone. Phone is my subject. So it means, oh my god, power gone.